Welcome, amazing one, and let's solve this beautiful geometry puzzle together. We are given a rectangle. You see that the area of this rectangle measures 4 squared centimeter, and this is a quarter circle. This is a quarter circle, and on top are 3 unequal half circles. This is the big one, and this is the bigger one. Then we have the biggest one. Now the question is asking us, what is the area of the red part? You can see the red part. So how do we find the area of this part? It's just something you can do. Don't worry, I will take you through that step by step. It's just so easy. Now remember that for you to find the area of this red part, we just need to get the area of the biggest quarter circle. Did you see it? If you can get the area of the biggest quarter circle, and then subtract the area of these smaller ones from it, it gives us the area of the shaded part. But you know too well that for us to find the area of a half circle, it's always the area of a full circle, which is pi r squared. Then you divide it by 2. It always gives you the area of a half circle. Now, since these 3 are not of the same size, automatically they are not going to share the same radius. So in that case, it means that if we want to find the area of the shaded, it's going to be the area of this biggest, like we said, we can call it diagram 1, then minus the area of this one, we can call it diagram 2. So let's use this 2 for it. Then minus the area of this third one. So if we can do this, it gives us the area of the shaded. Now, before we answer this, let's use this information to get what we want. Remember that for a rectangle, the area is always the length multiplied by the width. But looking at this, we don't know any of these sides. So how do you do that? Let's take that from here, from this length. So let's bring this down. So we can have it that from here down to this end, let's say that the length is x units. Then we can also have it that the width is y units, just to help us to solve. In that case, it means that for the rectangle, so we have it that for area of rectangle is going to give us, multiply this to, which is xy, and that area is equal to what we have here as 4. So it means that x times y has given us 4. So let's keep this equation aside. We are going to go back to it. Now, what other thing do we need to do? Going back to this, you see that for us to find the area of the biggest quarter half circle, the area of this biggest one, you notice that this is the length. Just watch. If you bring this biggest half circle out, if you bring it out, you notice that this length here, from here to this end, is the same thing as x units. And from here to here is the same as this, because it's a rectangle. The opposite sides are equal. So here will also be y. And you remember, for a quarter circle, for whenever you have a quarter circle, you see that this is your quarter circle. When you bring this part out, it's just what you have here, or any of this, it can be this part. And you notice that this is the center of the circle. And if this is the center, this becomes the radius, and the radii are always equal. It means if I have my quarter circle, this part becomes the radius and they are equal. It also means that from here to here should be equal with from here to here, since this is a quarter circle. Now, since from here to here is y and from here to here is x, it means that the total length for this big. So let's bring out that shape. This is what it looks like. Did you see that? You see that the total length from here to here is going to give us x plus y. And if from here to here is x plus y, remember that is the diameter of the half circle. This is for the triangle 1. Now, for the half circle 1? Now, if the diameter is x plus y, to get the radius, remember that your radius is always your diameter divided by 2. So the radius is going to be x plus y divided by 2. Now, if the radius is this, let's get the area of this half circle, the biggest one. So the area is going to be, so remember its area for the first half circle is going to be pi multiplied by the radius, which is x plus y divided by 2. Remember, you square it and then divided by 2. We now have area of the first half circle will be pi into x plus y squared divided by, these two will also be squared. Then this division sign, this is what we have, and it's 2 over 1. So to expand this, just remember for every a plus b squared, it's always a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. Now, if you apply this algebraic identity here, we now have the area will be pi into x squared plus y squared plus 2xy, and then divided by, this will give us 4. Division sign turn to multiplication, you reverse, and this will be multiplied by 2. Keep simplifying. The area will now be pi into x squared plus y squared plus 2xy, and then divided by 8. Let's leave this. We'll get back to it. Now that we have gotten a statement for the area of the first half, let's do same for the other half circle. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn tutorials. And if you're still new, why not subscribe for the more tips you'll get? Make sure your notification bell is on because you have updates for you every day. And if you love what you do, don't forget to give us thumbs up and also share with your friends. So we keep solving to half. Now for the second half circle, if you bring out this diagram, this is the diameter. Did you see? So this is for the second half circle. This is the diameter. And from here to here measures x. But these two is for the second diagram. So what do we do? Now, if from here to here is the diameter, is measures half, it means that for us to get the radius, it's just for us to divide the diameter by 2. So this gives us the radius. And if this is the radius, let's find the area. The area, using the same formula for area of a half circle, is going to be pi multiplied by the radius, which is x over 2. Then you square and divide it by 2. Now, if you simplify that, area of the second half is going to give us, area will be equal to pi, then x squared will be squared, then this will be 4. Division sign, this is what you have, divided by 2. Keep simplifying. Area of the second will be pi x squared. This is over 1, so reverse this. And it's going to give us divided by 4 times 2. So the area of the second would be pi x squared divided by 8. We are going to leave this and then get the area of the last half circle. Then to do that, we have it that this is the half circle. You see from here to here is the diameter. So for us to find the radius, so for half circle 3, the area of the half circle 3 will be pi into, divide this by 2, you have y divided by 2 squared, and then divide by 2. So if you simplify this, we are going to have pi, this will give us y squared, divided by, this will give us 4, and then 4 multiplied by 2. Keep simplifying. Area of the third is pi y squared divided by, multiply this, it gives you 8. And this is the third one. So let's substitute the 3 values we got for us to find the area of the shaded. To do that, we have area of shaded. We have it that the area of the bigger one, which gave us this. So that gives us pi into x squared plus 2xy plus y squared divided by 8 minus this one. So we have pi x squared divided by 8 minus the third one, which gave us pi y squared divided by 8. If you distribute this gives us pi x squared. This will give us plus 2xy pi. This will give us pi y squared divided by 8. Then minus pi x squared divided by 8 minus pi y squared divided by 8. Denominators are the same. So it gives us pi x squared plus 2xy pi plus pi y squared minus this, then divided by 8. So you can easily subtract common ones. This and this are the same. Subtract it, then subtract this, and that is left with 2xy pi divided by 8. You divide this one, divide this 4, and that gives us xy pi divided by 4. Now remember we left a statement for the rectangle. Let's recall that. Recall, we said xy, the area of the rectangle, gave us 4. Now we're going to put this statement here, and if you do that, the area of the shaded will now be equal to xy will be replaced with 4. So we have 4 pi divided by 4. And when you divide this, you are left with pi in squared units. So this gives us the area of this particular shaded red part. And I hope you learned something. If you did, don't forget to give us thumbs up, share with your friends. I'll also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for always choosing to learn through us. I hope to see you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.